Dean here with Escape to Gaming. Today I got a special unboxing. I was going to pick it up actually last night and couldn't make it, so I went there after work today and got the new PlayStation 4 Killzone Shadow Fall, and there's the back of it here. And then I got the new, I just thought I'd order an extra controller like I did with my PS3, so I got a DualShock 4 wireless controller. But I just do a quick unboxing. Pretty much everyone's already seen these, but I thought I'd open it up and check it out. There's really no hurry to get it so soon when the launch is off. And I think it's going to be a Friday, the midnight release on the PlayStation 4. I talked to my manager today and said, "You think the PlayStation 4 release date will be pushed back?" And kind of rolled his eyes and didn't seem to think so, but you never know. So anyway, yeah, this looks really nice. There's the disc. It's just like a typical PlayStation 3 disc. It's got a really interesting little back sleeve here, which comes out with your instructions on it, which is kind of cool. Shows the PS4 and all of the button moves for Killzone Shadow Fall, which is nice. So they look a little smaller. They look just here's the old Killzone. It's about the same size. You can see the box is about the same. It's a great series. I love Killzone. I'm still getting through Killzone 2, in fact, and love the game. It's really awesome. Great graphics. It obviously is, PlayStation or Sony's answer to, got a code in the back, and I have another code that came with it on the receipt as well. You get a 7-day trial for the PlayStation Plus, which I'll probably actually use before getting the full-blown PlayStation Plus, which is equivalent to the Xbox, yearly subscription for Live. But this is going to be great. So I paid this off. I paid my controller off, and I paid off Need for Speed Rivals and Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I got that paid off as well. And what else? One other game. I've got Battlefield 4 also paid off. And I think I put some money down on the strategy guide for that. Now, there's no strategy guide that they're showing for Killzone Shadow Fall, which is unusual. So I'm not sure if there was one for Killzone 2 or 3, but I usually always go for the strategy guide just to kind of get a feel for the different routes you can take in maps and collectibles and what have you. So I'm going to keep everyone apprised on that. But I'm really excited. So I'll start the PlayStation 4 off with 4 games right off the bat, which is going to be awesome. Battlefield 4, Killzone Shadow Fall, Need for Speed Rivals, which will have to suffice for Drive Club, which is apparently going to be pushed back. They're probably still tweaking it to perfection, trying to get that full 60 frames a second, so it kind of competes with the Forza series. So now I've seen a couple videos of it, and it actually looks really good as far as Drive Club. I'm still not really sure, if it's going to have like a story missions campaign or if it's just a jump in, jump out online only, but it'll be interesting to see. And here's the DualShock wireless controller. It's the back of it. $60 pretty much at GameStop. Open this bad boy up. It has some little tabs on the end here, I see. Cat Vinny's up here. You coming up here, Vinny? Come on, bud. Nice little box. Typical blue PlayStation Sony graphics. It looks nice. Many of us have already seen these, and in fact, I think I watched IGN did an unboxing of one. I had to watch. I was very curious, but yeah, it's just in a nice little vacuum form deal that kind of holds it in place. So there's no strings or any little twisty bread ties to hold it in there, which is kind of cool. And instructions, typical. Should be interesting to see what it actually says. Wow, so you can see the comparison between the two. Here's the PlayStation 3 controller. Here's the new PS4. It looks a little bit bigger. Let's see if we go the same here. It's very close. This looks a little longer, I think, the handles, but really nice looking controller. And everyone was right, it really does fit very nicely in your hand. It has just a very subtle feeling in the hand. It has definitely longer, these little prongs here are shorter here, so it almost slips out of your hand kind of easy. This, your hand stays on very nicely, and they're small. It's not quite as big and cumbersome as the Xbox 360 controller, but very, very nice. There's your little lit color deal. I guess if you have multiple players, or each player will get allocated a color, I believe. There's your little touch screen deal, which will be nice for navigating the map on Assassin's Creed Black Flag. You can go through and navigate the map, which will be kind of cool. So the little sticks actually look smaller. Could be an optical illusion, but yeah, they look a little bit smaller in diameter. These are probably a hair smaller. Of course, there's no way of knowing without playing a game, but they feel very responsive. There's not quite the full motion that you have on the PlayStation 3 one. And they say the buttons aren't in a perfect circle, but there's a slight difference. They're a little bit narrower between these two than these two, but that's fine. I mean, it's a design choice. The directional buttons feel good. They really have a nice distinctive feel. There's no sloppy in between. Buttons feel good considering it's not on. It'll be interesting to see what actually ultimately materializes with the share button in options. So I guess it doesn't have the start and select buttons, but very nice. Controllers feel good. It'll be nice to use these as actual triggers for first-person shooters, which I like. Yeah, these feel nice. It just feels like it's in your hand. It's like it's not going to pop out of your hand when you get all worked up or sweaty. The triggers feel very nice. These always felt kind of spongy, and I just felt like my finger was always slipping off these. Where these, you definitely feel that they're just, it's the texture of the material itself has just a very subtle texture to it, which keeps your finger from sliding off as well. So it's very well designed. I mean, you can tell they put a lot of thought into this. I'm wondering if my USB deal is the same for charging it up. It looks slightly different. This little port here looks a little bit different from the PlayStation 3 port, so we'll see. Very nice though, very nice looking. I can't wait to see the PlayStation 4 itself. I loved it when they first unveiled it. I loved the design of it. I really thought it was amazing. The Xbox One is right up there. It's more simplistic, the Xbox One, but I love the design as well, and I certainly love the controller. I'm a big fan of the regular Xbox 360 and the Xbox 360 controller. So it'll be interesting to see what they actually do. Or how it all works. Eventually I'll probably get to play an Xbox One at a demo at GameStop or something like that. I'll check it out. But this is very nice. I think this is going to be very promising, and I can't wait to actually try a game. It just feels more secure in your hand. It doesn't feel like it's going to pop out of your hand, So this is quite nice. I certainly didn't need to stop by and pick this up, but I wanted to. So anyway, that's the comparison. You can see that there's quite a bit of differences with them. They look very similar at a glance, but believe me, they really do feel considerably different. And this is after actually watching IGN's unboxing, and I thought I understood it, but when you have one in your hand, it's a whole different deal. It really fits very nice. The thumb buttons are a little smaller, but they seem very responsive. They spring back nice. Directional buttons, all the buttons feel good, so it'll be very interesting to see how it works, with an actual game. But anyway, that's my unboxing of the Killzone Shadow Fall I'm tired. It's been a long couple days. I'm finishing a huge exterior in a house and kind of tired. I was almost too tired to even go by my GameStop. This is like 11 miles away. It's a little bit of a drive. So, but I pre-ordered it so long ago when I was living at the other house, along with the second controller and Killzone and Need for Speed Rivals at that store, and then my other store, which is closer to my new house. That one I have the Battlefield 4 and Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and then the strategy guides as well there. So anyway, there you have it. There's the unboxing. We'll have to wait for another week or so, or a couple of weeks, whatever it is, for the new PlayStation 4. For some it'll be the Xbox One. It's exciting times. I missed out, in the PlayStation 3. I just actually got one in like 2010, right actually just a month or so before Twisted Metal came out. So I'm very late on the PlayStation 3, and it was 2009 before I got, my Xbox 360, so I'm so far behind on my current gen games, and it's going to be nice for once to be there right from day one for a launch console. And I'm okay with it, with the amount of games they have out. I'll be lucky to actually play 2 of those 4 games that I've got pre-ordered, and then not long afterwards, hopefully in the next few months, we'll have The Witness, which could even be up to 6 months, they say, before it comes out. And then, of course, the new Wolfenstein, The New Order, and Mad Max, which I could actually pre-order right now. I think May is going to be when Mad Max comes out, but I'm very excited for the next batch of games that will be coming out first and second quarter. So I think, to me, there's more than enough games. It's not how many games you have at launch, it's how many games you have that first year or two steadily coming out every 4 months or so. To me, that's everything. So if you shoot your whole wad the first launch day, and then you don't have a whole lot coming out afterwards, you have a little bit of a problem. We saw that with the Wii U. So, and I'm still waiting to see if they're going to have eventually more titles on that as well. So, anyway, that's my unboxing. You guys look forward to the new PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, and enjoy those games.